Good evening, and welcome to day 36 of Ride Dyson Ride. To date, I have ridden 930 miles. Why am I riding? I'm riding for my friend Matt Gallagher, who was diagnosed with motor neuron disease late last year. I'm riding for the Matt Gallagher Foundation. This is a foundation, a charitable foundation, that Matt and his family put together, not for themselves, but for all others suffering with motor neuron disease. I'm riding to raise awareness and money for the Matt Gallagher Foundation, and I really need your help, please. I read this morning, as I do most mornings, of something that I thought was quite cool, and I would like to share it with you. So I'm going to read it to you if that's okay. A philosophy professor had an empty mayonnaise jar, and he put in these large rocks in the jar, and he held it up in front of his class and said to his students, "Is the jar full?" And they all agreed yes, the jar was full. He then got smaller pebbles and he put those in the jar, and he gave the jar a shake, and the pebbles all dispersed and filled in the gaps that the large rocks couldn't fill. He then asked his students again, "Is the jar full?" And they all agreed yes, the jar is full. He then got sand and tipped the sand into the jar. And the sand filled up all the voids that the large rocks and the pebbles couldn't fill. In the story, the jar represents your life. And the rocks and the pebbles and the sand are things that fill up your life. The rocks represent the most important things you have going on, such as spending time with your family. This means the pebbles and the sand, if they were lost, your life would still be full and it would have meaning. The pebbles represent the things in your life that matter, but you could live without. The pebbles are certainly things that give your life meaning, such as job and hobbies. These things often come and go, are not permanent or essential to your overall well-being. Finally, the sand. The sand represents the remaining filler things, material items. These things don't mean much to your life as a whole. The metaphor here is if you start putting sand in the jar, you will not have room for the rocks and the pebbles. This holds true with the things you let into your life. If you spend all of your time on the small, insignificant things, you will run out of room for the things that actually are important and matter. Pay attention to the rocks in your life. On that note, be kind to yourself. Really kind. Please learn to love yourself if you haven't already. It took me a long time to do. Once you love yourself, you can love all of those around you. Go out today. Go out tomorrow. Smile. Wave. Make someone else smile. Make them laugh. Most importantly, love those around you unconditionally. I'll see you tomorrow. Love always, Simon.